My car started drifting, and by coincidence, I hit a car that's parked. By coincidence, that this guy was inside his car also, and he was not somewhere else, he's inside his car. I learned how to drive since I was 9 years old. So 9 years old, I put a cushion, I pull the seat to the front, and then I'm driving. In Egypt, if you got contacts, you can drive even if you're 2 years old. So I was driving in Egypt, my dad's car. I was even driving him across cities, so I can travel him from Alexandria, which is my city, to another province, 4 hours drive, 2 hours drive. You know what I mean? Absolutely fine, 9 years old. So that actually led me to do some crazy stuff. For example, family will go to sleep, I'll sneak, go to my sister's bedroom or whatever, pick a car key, take the car, first thing go to petrol station. I was so curious about how the car was parked so no one will notice. How far is it from the sidewalk? How the steering wheel it is aligned, the petrol gauge where exactly it is aligned. So I'll go to petrol station, tell him 1 dirham petrol. And the guy was like, I just want to know, I'm not going far. So you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm just like, I want the petrol. After I consume it, it comes back to the same level. So it's like 1 dirham petrol and I'll go whatever. So one day, I remember this very well. I went to a place in Egypt. It's like somewhere like now it's like La Mer. All right. So I was like, yeah, I went to La Mer. It was like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. There was no one on the road. And then all of a sudden this car came. He wants to race. I'm a kid, huh? So I raced with him and then he didn't like it. I think as much as I remember, I think he was afraid to lose. So he just like, he slid to me. I got scared. I don't have the experience. I applied hard brake. My car started drifting. And by coincidence, I hit a car that's parked. And this car is owned by a guy working in the prosecution. By coincidence, that this guy was inside his car also. And he was not somewhere else. He's inside his car. So he saw what exactly happened. He came, step out of his car, man. He looks funny, man. He's like what we call in Egypt, like he's from the countryside. He step out, he's like wearing a shirt on a shorts and a socks, and like he looks funny. He step out of his car, he's like, what the fuck are you doing? Give me your documents, give me your license. I don't have license, I don't have anything. He just like took the key out of my hand. He locked my car. I don't know what to do. And it's like, you don't know who I am. I work in the prosecution. I'll put you in jail. I was like, whatever. I got scared. I was a kid. So I got scared. I started running away. I hid in the bushes, in the houses around in this area. And I was monitoring from far. I didn't have a phone to call my family or call someone. I don't know who to call. So what I did is I called my mom at home. I called her, like, I saw a guy with a bicycle. I stopped him and I told him, please go to this place. Here is £1 or half a pound. Call this number and tell them I had a car accident in this area, please. I was like, okay. So yeah, so he called my family. During that period of time, the same kid, he saw the police cars, definitely a police car came with a lot of police people because this guy in prosecution is not a normal accident, you know what I mean? Even though I ran away. So this guy with a bicycle, he went and told him where I'm hiding. So they ran after me. And that was my first time to get into a police car. So they ran after me, they catch me. They put me in the police car and then they took me to the police station. And in the police station, the police officer, like the guy in the prosecution was sitting in the police officer air-conditioned office, chilling, having a coffee. And I was just standing outside the door. Then he called me in and he's telling me, I'm going to put you in jail. Yeah, I'm going to put you in jail. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I told him, like, listen, we're doing all of this because this guy's persecution, like because of his position. My dad, this period of time, was in the parliament. So I told him, if this is how you deal with it, my dad is in the parliament, and I'll take it a different way as well. Then things flipped. I sit inside the office on the sofa next to the guy. I was asked if I would like to drink something. And then my dad was not in the city, in town at this time. So my elder brother came, and he brought my uncle, my uncle from my mom's side. They walked in, and then they didn't like what happened, the way they catch me. And they start making a big issue out of it because they told the guy, like, how much is your car repairing? It's just, like, it's nothing. To do all of this, bring the police, catch the kid, put him in a police car. Like, this is horrible experience. So that was one of the incidents. My dad, after my graduation, he bought me a new car. It was a fight, actually, to get me a new car. It was, yeah. So at this time, he was still in the Congress or the Parliament of Egypt. So we all know in our countries, plate number matters. So in Egypt, back at the days, you don't buy the plate number. You just get it based on your level. So if you got contacts, you get a very sexy plate number. You get like 2 digits, 3 digits, based whatever. So I told my dad, please, Dad, when you're registering my car, give me maximum 4-digit plate numbers. Maximum. So like my dad's like, don't worry, you finish your exams and your car will be ready for you, don't worry. I was like, okay. He got me a 6-digit plate number. And I was like, why are you doing this to me? He's like, see, the plate number is beautiful. 345, 360, what? 6 digits plate number, because it's like sequence, like 344, 345. I was like, I don't care about the sequence. Who cares about the sequence? I care because I'm gonna put like 10, which is not allowed in Egypt. I will get stopped, I'll get a fine. Why are you doing this? He's like, don't worry about it. Your plate number is beautiful, no one will stop you. I was like, okay. First time we're driving from my city, Alexandria, going to the parliament because he had a meeting in Cairo. Parliament is in Cairo. So going to Cairo, he's asking me to speed up. I told him, Dad, I'm actually driving with a speed limit. He's like, no, speed up, we're getting late, we need to be there like this time. I start speeding up, flash. In Egypt, there's no flash and they will come to you. No flash and then police checkpoint, they stop you immediately. So flash, even though there was a lot of cars that's over speeding, 3 digits, 4 digits plate numbers, they stopped us. They didn't stop. Like, yes, you're over speeding, driving license, So we give the driving license. There they confiscate it and they give you a receipt. Then you have to go pay and get your license. My dad didn't have enough time to argue. He was like, no problem, just give your license. He gave a license. We continued driving. Same day on the way back after we finished. Same area. Speed up, speed up, speed up. Dad, speed up. Flash. The same police officer, but on the other side of the road. It's like documents, license. Then my dad made a big scene. And I don't want to mention about what happened in details, but it was a big scene. I went home with my both license because the second time they were supposed to take the car registration card. So the first time they take your driver's license. Second time, if you don't have your driver's license, they would take the car registration card. So that was the time to take the car registration card because they just took a couple of hours ago my license. And then, yeah, again, contacts, license. For example, in my city, I know where's the police checkpoints. Usually checkpoints are made by the police in a place where you cannot make a U-turn if you got to know that there's a checkpoint, or you cannot actually exit, go run away somewhere. So one day my dad is asking me to help, like drive him to court. Driving to court, I'm gonna pass by 2 checkpoints on the Corniche Road or the Beach Road, which is something very big like Sheikh Zayed Road. So I know where's the checkpoint, so I'm avoiding. I'm going inside the city, and then I'm going back to the main road, and then go inside the city. You know what I mean? To avoid the police checkpoint. And then I'm avoiding the police checkpoint for one reason, that I'm putting a tent. I'm tenting my car and I don't want to be stopped. So my dad doesn't like it. He's like, why are you tenting your car? I was like, Dad, I like it. He's like, whatever. So one day he asked me to drive him to court. I'm driving to court. And then I'm taking not Sheikh Zayed Road, I'm taking another road. And he's like, why are you driving from here? Go to the main road. I told him, Dad, please, there's a checkpoint. He's like, no, go to the main road. So I thought he will help me. Like, he's with me, he will help me. So just to go to the main road, I'm going to the main road straight to the checkpoint. Not before or after, no, straight to he asked me, like, go from here. So this here, like, turn right, it's straight to the checkpoint. Straight to the checkpoint, I put the windows down. They're not stupid. He came, your documents, I gave the documents. He asked me to put the windows up. I put the windows up, it's black. Receipt, fine. I look at my dad didn't even open, like, he didn't say a word. What the hell? I'm your son. I'm like, I'm your son, right? Tell me if you just adopted me or what. Anyway, so I was like, I got mad at him. I didn't talk. I dropped him to court. I told him, I asked him how much time he needs. He said like 2-3 hours. I was like, I'll be back. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna come with you. I'll be back. I step out of the court. I called one of his friends who's actually working as, he's working in Egypt, in the Egyptian police, but he's working in the ministry. Like he's a big head. So I called him. He's my dad friend. I called him. I said, Uncle, this is what happened. He took my license. He's like, no problem. Just go to the officer and tell him that to pass the phone. Let me talk to him. I reached to the officer. I asked him, can you please talk on the phone? He's like, I don't talk on the phone. What's wrong with you? So he just asked me to give him the police car plate number. So with the police car plate number, they know the radio inside the police car, so they can actually communicate with him directly. So he communicated directly. I got my license. Solved, issue solved. I got my license. Going back to pick up my dad. And then my dad didn't say anything. But when we reached home, he asked me. He told me, like, now you show me how you're going to get your license back. And then I just look at him and smile. I give him this smile like, here's my license. And I showed him my license. He saw my license. He's like, you called Uncle Mahmoud? I was like, yes. He's like, whatever. All right. So that's it. That's it. I have a lot of funny incidents though, but This is, yeah, top.